Hello everyone and welcome back to the Great Book of Grudges. My name is Nathan and I want to talk about what's going on because the DLC was kind of getting a soft announcement in March. Slaanesh was confirmed, and many of us, including myself, have thought that it's going to be very similar to Omens of Destruction, where they'll start doing monthly information drops because the DLC can't be that far away. However, since the confirmation of Slaanesh with Dakala the Denied One and two new units, obviously the Pleasure Seekers and the Champions of Slaanesh, things have gotten super dormant. The next month, which was April, brought nothing to the table, barring just an animation reveal for Dakala. Don't get me wrong, those look absolutely awesome, but new animations really don't bring anything new to the table. She looks amazing again, I have to stress that, I'm so hyped up to play her. And then in May, we just started, it's just concept art that we've seen before. So it does make me question, did they just announce this new DLC or soft announce it because the name isn't out there too early? Are the news drops going to be spread out even further than they were before, and that means that maybe the assumption of a DLC in June might be wrong and the DLC is actually a little bit further? These are the questions I do have right now because I'm excited about this. As you are aware, I'm a big Slaanesh fan, and naturally edging the fan base is pretty Slaanesh themed, so I'll give them that. Sometimes no news is good news, but repeating the same news over and over seems a tad off. Now, we did get further information from Creative Assembly that there's going to be more news coming in the upcoming weeks, but that could literally be anything. They say, and more also. I'm assuming something is going to get shown off this month. If not, we're going to have to wait till Skulls, which will be beginning of June. And even then, oddly enough, the Skulls event isn't being promoted a lot, so I'm wondering if it's being moved back to later June. And that's very important to say. I'm not saying that they should rush the DLC, because we don't need another Shadow to Change issue. But if they've already started to talk about it, that means that must be a bit further ahead, right? It's the only thing that makes sense. I imagine that they must have already locked down what was the free races, maybe even some of the ideas for the reworks, and more than likely the units. That's why I thought it was weird that when we got the Slaanesh reveal, we only had 2 units revealed with it, no lords, no heroes, nothing else, and it's just been quiet since. I don't mind them taking their time so we get a good DLC, more so like Thrones of Decay than Omens of Destruction, I'd hope. And whilst I'm waiting for the DLC myself, I'm working on my Fabled Bretonia project. I can show you on screen right now. This is just a little hint of what I'm doing. There's still a little bit more to go, but the reveal video, the full video on this is going to be later this month. It's going to take a while, but it's there. This is why I find it a bit strange. When it came to Omens of Destruction, we had the reveal for the free races, just like a really basic one confirming everything, and then monthly we had blog posts and videos and all the stuff going around each of the individual factions, pretty much by detail, not confirming everything, but there was a lot of confirmation straight off the bat, which really did keep the hype moving a little bit. Omens, I know, wasn't the best DLC, but it was surely better than a lot of others. Not only that, but when we went through the individual races, there was confirmation of how certain mechanics would work, even if it was just hints. It did definitely keep the hype flowing for everything, which is why I find it a bit strange that, like, Dakala, or Dakala, she's now called, is revealed, shown some animations. They've given little hints, but not even any real detail regarding her campaign. Are we just going to move on straight to the next race? Are we going to see every 2 months a reveal? If that's the case, that means July is going to be the last one. This is my concern here. They could go a different route, which would be just a full trailer during the Skulls event, or a half a trailer. They've actually done this before, if you remember what happened during the Silence and the Fury. But we still don't know what's going on with Skulls. Skulls should have been announced by now, if they're going to be doing it this month, or I guess it's being pushed into June. That's my general assumption, but usually Games Workshop is a little bit better with the promotion of events. And still, it very much depends on what we'd get at Skulls this year. Are we going to get a trailer? Are we going to get a legendary hero as we have done in the past? There's usually been like a free unit that you can play around with, or a character or something. Last year was Karanak, which was awesome, and we've had stuff like Grombrindle, I believe, who fell on the Skulls, even though he also fell on the White Dwarf. I feel like it would be a massive shame just to see like a trailer for something that might be a few months down the line when, a new character would be nice just to give people incentive to play a little bit more. But generally, the more I think about this is the longer that we're waiting, the less of a chance that we're getting another DLC this year. It's already May, so time is kind of getting cut short. We're going to have to wait and see, obviously, but it's just a concern there. As long as it's a little faster than what was going on recently, DLCs every 8 months, that should be fine, and we should still be able to see something. But I'm hoping that we don't lose out on the Dogs of War. There have been like these weird, I expect fake rumors there just saying that they're gone. But time, I guess, will tell. I just really don't think that one DLC a year is sustainable. This is not enough for Creative Assembly, and it's clearly not enough for the fan base, myself included. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, start a bit of a discussion. I'll be live on twitch.tv/The Great Book of Grudges, just playing some Total War. I'm trying to get up to 100% the game, finally. It's just, I find this weird. The weird, here's a big video confirming new character, new units, and then nothing else is just strange to me. But yeah, have a good one, guys. See you soon.